Hey everybody, what's up? It's Amanda Ross, aka Amanda the Author. I hope y'all are doing well, and thanks for tuning in to my channel. So, for the people who have been here before, this is my first video in over a month. This is not an intended hiatus, but due to a couple things which I'm about to talk about, it was needed. But I'm back and just wanted to give y'all a quick update on me, on my life, on what I'm working on, and what you can expect from me and this channel. So first things first, where have I been? Well, when I came back to YouTube in December after a 6-month hiatus, I didn't exactly have a plan. I knew that I wanted to come back to doing videos because I missed it, and I knew that it was something that was important to me and that I wanted to do something different with my channel. But I didn't exactly have a full-fledged plan in terms of a schedule, in terms of what I wanted to talk about, and in terms of how I was going to make it all happen in the midst of all of the other things I had on my plate, including working on my next novel. So life got ahead of me, and that's exactly why it took me a little bit of time to get back to you. In addition, the video that I had been working on, which was discussing 2 book adaptations, Interview with a Vampire and Rings of Power, just took a lot out of me. Not just because it was a very dense video, but because it was requiring a lot of editing. And once I realized that Mayfair Witches was coming out, I thought that that was a much better comparison to Interview with a Vampire than Rings of Power. So I have been watching the Mayfair Witches show. I am not a fan. To me, it's a flop. But if you want to hear my full opinion on it, you'll have to tune in next week because I will be doing that comparison, Interview with a Vampire, why that was so great, and Mayfair Witches, why it's a flop. Additionally, I was recently let go of my daytime job, and so now I am a full-time author. Being a full-time author is something I always wanted to do and had been working towards for quite a while, but this definitely took me by surprise and thrust me into the game a little bit before I was ready. But, you know, we can't always plan for everything that happens in life, and sometimes you just have to do it scared and you just have to take the leap. So that is what I am doing. So as of now, I am a full-time author. And it's exciting, exhilarating, overwhelming, anxiety-inducing, worry-inducing, all of those different emotions. And I'm allowing myself the space to feel all of it. But I am most excited about the opportunity to get to write a whole lot more than I was. And that means creating more videos for y'all and being consistent with my upload schedule. So what does this mean for my YouTube channel and for y'all? So firstly, I again will be posting 1 video a week. In March, I am starting up an author panel. I had something like this kind of before, but I'm opening this up to other authors who want to come in and kiki and just talk about authoring, book marketing, their books, whatever we want to talk about. That will happen once a month. More details to come. I will be updating y'all on my full-time author journey, what that looks like, probably maybe once a month or twice a month check-ins on that. I will also be offering authorly advice in terms of book marketing and book writing, and as I mentioned, some things that I've been learning on my full-time author journey. I will still be talking about speculative fiction because that is me, my love, my jam, and so upcoming videos include the history of speculative fiction, the history of Black speculative fiction, queer speculative fiction, and so on. I will also be talking about stuff happening in the publishing industry. One big thing I know I'll be doing a video on is book reviews and giving advice to authors on how best to handle them. Because even though that's something we were all kind of talking about in January, it continues to be a conversation that needs to happen. I will also be updating y'all on my progress of the things that I'm working on. Currently, I'm working on a gothic horror book, Carriage of the Dead, as well as a slasher short story, and it is for a Final Girl anthology. So I'm writing my own Final Girl, and I'm really excited about it. I'll be sharing that a whole lot more in the coming weeks and months. So those are some of the things you have to look forward to. If there are specific topics you'd like to hear me cover in terms of speculative fiction, which will include, as I mentioned, the history of speculative fiction in general, Black speculative fiction, queer speculative fiction, discussing those subgenres, discussing works within those subgenres, which is this Interview with a Vampire and Mayfair Witches, that whole thing. I will also be, because this video is much requested, discussing my thoughts on Charmed Reboot, the final season. What I'm probably going to do is just reshoot my view on the entire series as a whole, because I did cover my thoughts on the first, I think, 2 seasons. So I will be doing a part 2 to my Charmed Reboot review video and just talking about all of these great things I love. Speculative fiction is not just books. I will be talking about speculative fiction works of TV and movie as well, because I want to, and it's my channel and I love it, and hopefully y'all will love that content too. So if there's anything specific that y'all would like to learn from me in terms of authoring, so book marketing, the business of being an author, let me know in the comments. Or in terms of writing advice, how-to things, how to write a villain, how to write certain characters, or if there's something in the speculative fiction space you want to hear about from me, let me know in the comments. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks for rocking with me, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!